this section, I would appreciate if we can all mute our mics and the box, and we will take them during the Q&A. So, okay. So about SQA Marshall. SQA Marshall Consult is a registered firm in Nigeria under the Corporate Affairs Commission. We are empowered to carry out software testing services and consultancy to individuals and corporate organizations alike. Some of the services that we provide are professional training services, such as live trainings like this and self-paced video courses, testing services, quality assurance, and consultancy. Our vision at SQA Marshall is to be a trusted name in software testing consultancy and setting the benchmark for quality assurance and empowering professionals. Our mission is we provide expert software testing services, we provide trainings, we provide consultancy, and we empower professionals and organizations with industry best practices, guided by trust, intentionality, and customer empathy. We drive excellence in quality assurance. Our core values, once again, quality delivery, trust, intentionality, and customer empathy. Who are our audiences? Our audiences are fresh graduates, corpers, job seekers, and professionals. Professionals transitioning into software testing tech roles, corporate organizations outsourcing and their testing projects. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to us today our webinar focus. We're going to be having a section, and it's going to last for approximately 1 hour or 30 minutes. And it is my pleasure to introduce to us our guest speaker for today, who is Mr. Akimbola Odetoyinbo. He's an ISTQB certified QA professional with over 6 years of hands-on experience in the financial technology space. He began his career at First Bank, where he helped ensure the quality and stability of banking applications across web and mobile applications. He currently serves as the Quality Assurance Team Lead at Stanbic IBTC, leading teams to deliver secure, compliant, and high-performing financial solutions. Mr. Odetoyinbo is a member of the Association of Nigeria Software Testers and the Cybersecurity Expert Association of Nigeria. He is known for his sharp attention to detail and passion for quality. He ensures software product meets user expectations and regulatory standards. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Akimbola Odetoyinbo. Mr. Akimbola, over to you, sir. Mr. Akimbola, are you on the call, sir?
Yes, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Over to you, sir.
Thank you for for that. What's it called now? Introduction. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Well, my name is Akibola, as I rightly been introduced. And permit me to share my screen so that we can quickly delve into what we have today. Okay, I'm sure we can also see my screen, right? Wisdom, please confirm that I can see my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can see your screen, sir.
Okay, so good morning once again, and we'll be looking at test reporting and quality metrics for management decision making, right? And I'm sure that most of us on this call QA, right, or aspiring QA, right? So I'm sure that test reporting should not be Is that for me? Okay.
Okay,
So I'm sure that test reporting, please, okay, thank you very much. So the test reporting, I'm sure that is not something that is new to us, right? It's just that we might need to flesh it up and know how effective our reports can be and what we can derive, right, from our reports, to have a good decision for management to take our executives. So we are going to go through this. We're going to have the effective test reporting. So that's the how. Then I call the other one the why. Why do you want to? Why do we say the quality metrics actually matter? Then what exactly is this key test metrics we're looking for that is going to be translating um, for management and decision making. That's the impact. Then we are going to look at the challenges and pitfall. Then after all this, we are going to have question and answer. So I'll be brief so that we can have some time to ask our questions. Okay, so for your test report, as I've said earlier, that we are not new to test reporting, right? I'm sure that at some point you must have done your maybe daily report. If you finish your execution cycle, you are submitting a closure report or a summary report, a defect report at some point. So yes, we know all those reports, but how effective these reports can be. Your report, most times we submit different reports to different people at some points, right? The first one here is saying that your reports must be audience centric, right? If you are submitting a report to a management, it must be a summary of what you have done so far, your release confidence, and the ROI, return on investment, on what the QA effort has been on all this while on that report. And if you are submitting a report to PMs, the PMs want the details, he want to know the progress, he wants to know the blocker, he wants to know the risk areas. If you are submitting a report to the product owner, they want to know which feature is going to be ready next week, which feature is ready right now, what is the different status of what you have raised earlier. If they are submitting a report also to your dev guys, right, you need to tell him that, okay, this is the regression area you are looking at, then the bug patterns of what you have seen over time, this, that. So there are different reports at different points in time, but the people you are submitting that report to you need to tailor that report you are submitting based on what the function of each stakeholder is on that project, right? Then for your report to also be effective, you need to have a trend over snapshots. Yes, sometimes you have to give me screenshots, give me that shot and what have you, but you need to show progress or decline over time, right? If if a project you started last month and as at this month you are still on the same page, or maybe you've moved just 5%, there's supposed to be a progress over time. So there's supposed to be a trend, just to know that, okay, from last week to this week we have moved 5% upward, or we are still on the same page, or because of the bug that was fixed yesterday, we have discovered another bug. So that's actually give us a decline in what we have as at yesterday. So there must be a trend over just giving us a screenshot. And also your reports, you have actionable insights, right? So yes, we have issues. Yes, we have this risk area. Yes, we have defects and what have you. You reporting the problem, suggest solutions, suggest recommendation, what can be done, what you think can be done as an experience QA, as an experience of what you have done over time based on the similar project, based on what has been done outside your maybe geographical location on that same similar project, right? Then your reports must be clear and concise. Just get to the point. Use plain languages. You don't want to be giving the management summary report and be giving them, okay, the Swagger URL as at the time I'm calling it is giving error 504, error 505. Management don't want to know that. They want to know, okay, what exactly is the problem, right? So use plain language and get to the point. Then regularity, and establish a consistent reporting cadence, right? If you want to be doing a daily report, let it be daily report. Even if nothing is moving day to day, make sure that there is a report you're submitting every day. right? So I've mentioned this, the example of test reports that's we are familiar with. We have the daily status report, we have the summary or closure report after you've done your execution, then you have the deferred trend report, right? The test coverage reports and the release readiness dashboard. I think I have an example of this dashboard at some point in my slides I will show. Then moving to the why. Why do we need these quality metrics and reporting, right? Number one, it gives a light to what you're doing, yet, right? Visibility, shed more light on the product quality and project progression. Yes, they've been giving you you've been given a project to work on, and you're not giving us a daily report, you're not giving us what is happening, you're not telling us, you're not giving us metrics, you're not giving us number of what is going on. So we are just left in the dark, right? As a QA manager, as a supervisor, or as a project manager, as stakeholders on these projects, they just want to know what exactly is going on. So if you're giving that report and metrics, right, it's going to show that, okay, this is where we are on this project, and this is how we are moving on this project, right? So easy problem detection, identify risks and bottlenecks, right? If you are giving a report of this every now and then, every day, or maybe daily, weekly or bi-weekly, is going to make us to understand that, oh, there's a risk at the end, or there's a risk somewhere waiting for us, there's a bottleneck, or there's a blocker at this point in time that we need to fix, that we need to make sure that we pass this audio before we get to that next part. So reporting or giving us metrics actually make us to detect problem early. Sorry, 1 second. Moving to the next one, informed decision making. So it enables management to make data-driven choices about releases because of what you're giving us, because of the reports you're giving us, because of the metrics you are giving us. It helps us to manage the management expectations, right? The executive expectations on this project. Yes, management might have come and say, okay, this project we want to carry it out within 3 months, right? The 3 months involves from the start, that's from when you are gathering your requirement to when it's being released for people to use, right? So at the end of the second month, you are still in the testing phase and you're having some bottlenecks. You have been telling your project manager, you are putting that out there, that this is what I'm facing, this is what I'm facing. So it makes the management or the executive to actually manage expectation that, okay, I think with this report that is coming up, are you sure we will not move our release date forward and what have you? So and also if it is maybe the dev resources or the QA resources that is not pulling their weight, if it's to move other people into that project so that things can move faster and can be delivered as at when expected. So also continuous improvement, accountability and transparency enhance credibility. So why do you have to have these metrics and reporting? It also demonstrates the value and effort that the QA team is putting into projects. Yes, I know that some of us might be working in an organization where are you not just testing, right? Are you not just checking, click, 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 and click? But QA is more than that. We all agree with me. And if you are putting that report out there, that metrics out there, it demonstrates the value and the efforts that you as a person, you as a QA, that are putting into that project at that particular time. Also build trust, with stakeholders. If you are presenting a clear and objective data that everybody can see, nobody can contest, no developer can say no, it is not. It is not what it is, right? So it also builds credibility. I think I've had some people work in an organization and they say that is whatever the QA says that I'm going to go with. No matter what the project manager is saying or the dev guy is saying, it's whatever the QA says. If the QA is comfortable for us to move this to production, then I'm fine. That is the credibility we are building if we are giving out these metrics and reports on as at when due. So moving to the test metrics themselves, we have the test progression and execution metrics, right? How much testing has been done, the defect metrics, what is the quality of the products. You cannot say you are planning for 1,000 test cases on a project, and as at the second or third day of execution, you already have like 100 bugs, right? What's the quality of the product you want to push out there? Then the test coverage metrics. How thoroughly have we tested, right? How thoroughly have we tested? Then the test effectiveness and efficiency metrics. How good is our testing? What is the mean time to detect error? What is the mean time to resolve that error? You know, those are the metrics we are going to look at. And if I want to break this down, we have the test execution status. We all know this one, either pass or fail, you know, blocked, not run. We all know the meaning of all these statuses, right? Then the test pass rates, right? If you want to give a metrics of the test pass rates, pass test cases over the total executed test cases by 100%, right? The test run versus the test plan, right? You plan 200 test cases. As of today, you've executed like maybe 100, right? The other ones are still not run, maybe because there's a blocker or there is no data to actually validate the other one that will move to the other test cases and what have you. The defect severity distribution, you know, after getting your defect or defect out and what have you, is it critical? Is it high, medium, low? You know, the defect trend, number of new open, close defects over time. Yes, a defect is being identified. The dev guys actually worked on it. It's been sent back for you to retest. You reopen it. It's still the same thing and what have you. So the trend, you know, I also mentioned the trend at the other time also, right? Is not only you having a screenshot, also the trend of how it's going, how it started, where is exactly it is. Then the defect leakage, right? We don't wait when we get to production before we get that defect, right? But if by adventure, right, if by adventure we move this to production and there are defects, we also have this leakage, defects found in production over the total defect found times the 100%. That's another matrix. The requirements coverage, test cases linked to requirements over total requirements times 100%. This also can be linked to this RTM, right? Yes. So automation coverage, automated test cases over total test cases by 100%. Test execution time, the time taken to execute a test suite. So these are basically the essential metrics, right? And also, by the time you're getting all these, it's also important to have a visual representation of these metrics in your reports, right? So that by the time it's being translated, the management or the executive will know, okay, based on this trend or based on the color, yes, we know field is always red, like danger. So based on this number that is showing red, I don't think we can move to this place. Or maybe by the time we back out this, we can actually move with this first feature. Then we come back to, you know, it also gives like from these metrics, the management, the executive can actually know what exactly they can do to actually move this project or application forward, as the case may be. So, okay, like I said earlier, if you want your metrics to speak, you have to have a dashboard that is going to view all the key metrics, right? It's also ideal for ongoing monitoring, right? Also the trend charts, as I said earlier, you have to have a trend, right? So it's a line graph that shows the progress and identify the pattern for all the defects and test execution over time. Also, there are some of the metrics that you can also represent in bar charts or pie charts, right? Then also the heat maps, you highlight areas where you have high defect density, right, or risk that is looking at you on that project. Then we have rack status, is simple, immediate visual indication, right? We have the red, amber, green. Red is that this we actually at risk. Green is we are good to go. Amber is we are getting to that risk if care is not taken. Okay, so this is a typical a test dashboard, right, of a project. So this is from and also if you want to get this done in such a way, right? This is a screenshot from an Excel sheet, right? So your Excel and Excel formula must be on point. So if you look at the workbook area, I have the dashboard, the functional report, the defect log, and the name of the project is actually bank store, right? So from each of the other workbook, this dashboard is feeding from each of this workbook, right? So you will see the first line graph that I have there is showing the test summary charts, right? We have the total, we have the pass, we have the fail, we have the block, and we have the not applicable. So if you see the ones you can, if you see the two line graph there, is like the two bar, right? Is actually the total and the pass. So that means I don't have any failed, I don't have any blocked, I don't have any not applicable. And it's showing that we have a 45 total test cases, no, a little bit above 45 test cases, let's say 47, right? And 45 has actually passed. So the two, okay, if you check at the execution statistics, it's actually showing 47 and 46 passed, one that is not run, right? So because that one that is not run, the bar is very tiny, so we might not even be able to sit at that point. So if you check the other line graph, also is speaking to the defects, right? The defects are open and they are closed. If you see the open and closed, they're actually on 0. So that means there are no defects actually raised on this project. And the execution results, you will see it at the bar chart over there. We have all the numbers represented for each colors, right? Then we move to the test execution statistics, right? So the percentage readiness, as I said earlier, all this information that you have on this dashboard is being fed from each of the what's it called now, the test case raised and functional reports. The functional reports is just a requirement on it's just a functional requirement, and to trace it to what's it called, each of the test cases actually from the requirements, like the RTM table, so to speak, right? So because we have the total 47 and the past is 46, right? Is telling us that the percentage readiness is 97.8. If executives should see this, they will say, oh, I think the one test case that is not run, maybe there is no data, or maybe it's not is less significant. We can actually go with this. We have over 95% readiness, so we can actually go with this feature. And also, if you check the other table, also is showing which one should be critical, high, medium, low for severity and defect, and also the open and close as it were. So this is a typical dashboard. Example for a report you can actually present to executive, and if you can see, it shows some metrics that the executive can actually work with. And also for if you want to, what's it called now, present your projects. Yes, at some point you might be working on like 3-4 projects or 5 projects at the same time. I want to present it. You can come with this RAG status table also, right? You have your project name, then you have your RAG status, the percentage completed, and the comments, maybe why it's been delayed or why it's still reading red. We are, as I said, sorry, a question.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Please, I don't know if you can be a little bit audible, sir.
You can't hear me.
It's a little bit faint. If you could just increase the volume a bit, sir. Thank you.
Let me check. I can increase the volume of my system. Oh, this is 100. Okay, that's fine. I will try and increase volume there. Okay, so where are we? So I think I've talked about this, right? So I was talking about this page, right? Which supposed to have, if you have like 5, 6, 7 projects ongoing at the same time, and you want to present all the projects at the same time, that dashboard is meant for one project at a time, right? So if you want to present all what is like a summary of all the projects they're having, you can use this RAG sample, right? So the project name is there, and the RAG status, as I've said, the green is that we are on track, the amber should be that is at risk, the red is behind schedule, then maybe we have blue and the other ones to say, okay, this has been completed and we have deployed to production, people have started using it, and the other one is we are here to commence. So you can also use this to present to your executive or management. So from there, they can actually decide, okay, which one can we prioritize, right? I have like 5 projects and 3 are 70% and completion stage. So let's prioritize that. Why we quickly move those ones to 100 and the other ones can come in as it were. Okay, so after stating all these metrics and the reporting and what have you, so how do we translate this to management decision? So number one, that is, every organization has their goals, business goals and aspiration and what have you. So every organization wants to satisfy the customer, right? If you are putting anything out there, you want to satisfy the customer. So focus on business impacts. You connect all these metrics to your business goals. Like if you have a high defect leakage, it means that it's going to lead to customer dissatisfaction, right? It's going to lead to higher post-release support, right? So your metrics connected to the business goal. If metrics is saying that we are still at this point, we have the bugs and it's very severe, the criticality is high or is very critical and whatever, we cannot move that to production because it's going to have a negative impact on our customer, and our business goal is to satisfy customer. So you need to focus on business impact, right? Also, you highlight risks and opportunities. So what are the critical issues that these metrics has revealed to us? One of the things I mentioned earlier is that this metrics is going to put us ahead of the risk, right? So that we can quickly mitigate the risk before we get there, or prepare for the risk if we are to transfer the risk or to mitigate or to have a way on how to go about it. So you is giving us, okay, what improvements are possible to make sure that we can actually mitigate that risk. So that is what that metrics is translating into for the management. On also is proposing solutions and recommendations. So we have seen the critical defect that has been presented to us in the dashboard, on the metrics that you have sent to us, on the reports you have sent to us. So management will now look at, okay, is it because of the resources? Is it because of the kind of product or quality of the product that is coming from the dev department and what have you? So they recommend, okay, let's increase testing phase by increasing the number of days, or let's get some other resources to join this team so that they can quickly, get this out for us. It proposed solutions and recommendations based on what you have given them, the metrics of how well we are faring on that project. And also summarize the key takeaways, as I said earlier on, for executive, for quick understandings. You summarize every key takeaways. Okay, at the end of all of this, the percentage readiness for this project or for this feature, we're at 80%. Right. Then also, if there's a benchmark based on the metrics you have provided, you can also provide also the benchmark if it's available for other projects, and also present also that to the management. From there, the management is going to look at it and make sure that Wisdom. Hello, Wisdom.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I dropped you a message, sir. I dropped you a message.
Okay, that's fine. So challenges in test reporting, right? So we have the data collection and accuracy, right? Ensuring reliable and consistent data. That's one of the challenges that we might have when you are trying to report or when you are trying to calculate your metrics, right? Then sometimes the reporting tools might not be adequate. Also, contextual misinterpretation. You are presenting the numbers, you are not explaining it. Sometimes the dev guys can get angry. What's they call the management, the PMs, the POs can actually give it their own meaning as it were. So that can also
also be a challenge. Then data overload. We have too much metrics and everything coming, and it's diluting focus. It's not making us to know what exactly we're even looking at. So that's another challenge also, right? Then some of our stakeholders that are resistant to change, right? They are accustomed to data-driven discussion. So some of them are not accustomed to data-driven discussion. Some always want to no, just tell me, just move. So that's another thing that can be a challenge, and lack of clear objective right from when you are even presenting the metrics or when you're actually getting the reports done. In summary, metrics transform testing from activities into a strategic asset. So it's not just an activity, right? It's a strategic asset. And I think I put at some point that QA should be a strategic partner, not just a gatekeeper. Yes, we make sure that things passing our table are okay, are satisfied, and what have you. But also, as you are doing that, your gatekeeping job, also make sure you know that you are also a strategic partner, and you're also a strategic asset to that company. Then effective reporting, it tells a story, not just number, not just snapshots. It tells a story of where we are yesterday, where we are today, where we are supposed to be tomorrow, what has transpired over time. Then you tailor your message and visuals to your audience. As I've said, what PM is looking for is different from what your QA manager is looking for, is different from what the dev is looking for, is different from what the executive is actually looking for. Then use metrics to identify risks, to track progress and drive continuous improvements. Your role as a QA is crucial in providing these insights for better management decision. And your metrics must be relevant, must be timely, and also it must be actionable. Effective reporting also can also give a better decision, right? I think that is all. Thank you very much. I hope I'm not so fast, and I hope I'm within the time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Akimbola. Thank you very much, sir. All right, so before we proceed, please, I would like to call on our host, Mr. Success. Success, please.
All right. Good morning, everyone, once again. In the afternoon, okay, still the morning. Yeah, good morning, everyone. That was a wonderful presentation from Mr. Akimbola, talking about the test metrics, reporting the challenges in there, what we need to do in translating into management decision, for them to be able to make an informed decision and all of that. That was a wonderful one. There are a lot of things to pick from there. You're going to help us share your screen again so people can capture a particular part of the slide. Can you please share your slide again? Just go to any part that you prefer. Go to your most preferred slide. Mr. Kimbola?
Yes, I can hear you. That's right.
All right. So go to your most preferred slide. So everyone on the call, this is what you're going to do. Just capture that part. All right. You can capture that part. Right. Okay, Mr. Akimbola, go. Okay, I think he's doing that. All right. So let's capture this part. I'm giving us like 30 seconds to do this. Just 30 seconds to do this. So just screen grab from your laptop or your phone or wherever you are doing, or wherever you are joining, device you are joining from. Okay, now, so this is what you're going to do. After screenshotting this, immediately after this call, go to LinkedIn or any social media platform, but preferably LinkedIn. Post it on your LinkedIn and tag Mr. Kimbola from Stanbic IBTC Bank. Tag SK Marshall Consult. All right, just type SK Marshall. It's going to pop up for you. So tag it and also tag Mr. Kimbola. And yeah, you can put whatever you learn in there. So that's one part. So another thing we are going to, I believe we have captured this part now. So Mr. Kimbola, you can put it down now. All right, so I'm going to share my screen right away. And okay, I want to show us something. Currently, SK Marshall Consult is running a kind of scholarship program. All right, so I want to share that with us here, and we can also share with people. All right, the scholarship program is for undergraduates and graduates. So those who are core members right now, most especially those who are corpers at the moment, and those who are still in school, right, or those who are who are done with the NYC, but not maybe a year less or less. So now this is what it looks like on our website. If you want to get to our website, what you need to do is just to type SK Masha, all right, on Google. Once you do that, it's going to pop up this way. Then you can click on SK Masha here. And once you do that, it's going to take you to our website directly. And once you get to our website, you're going to see you can come to this particular tab where you see scholarship program. So once you click on scholarships program, it's going to take you to this part, and you can go to any part, whether you want to read about the scholarship program or you want to apply, right? Then the application closes in 19 days. In 19 days, right? You will see the scholarship admission process, the stages that we have. Then you will see the scholarship training schedule, right? We are starting August 30th to October 4 this year. So it's a scholarship program. Then you see frequently asked questions where some of the questions they may have, the applicants might have, has been already been answered. All right. So just one, and there are a lot of benefits attached to this. Okay, so there are a lot of benefits attached to this. Certificate of completion, job opening referrals, community access, mentorship program, and a whole lot of other things. And yeah, we are doing this to help as many as possible people to get to know about quality assurance and to come into the field as well. So we are building a community of quality assurance engineers and giving back to society, of course, to contribute meaningfully to the profession and the industry. All right, so I think that will be all from my desk. Mr. Kimberla, thank you once again for honoring our invitation. Okay, Wisdom, over to you.
All right, thank you very much for that. Okay, so we'll be taking the question and answer section. Please, if you do have question and answer, please just signify by raise of hands. Anybody? If you don't have questions, we would ask you question. Okay, thank you, Mr. Oluwagbemiga. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
Good evening. Thank you so much, Mr. Kimbola and the SK Marshall, for this opportunity. I would just want to ask, how can you, if you go about, okay, maybe by start to get templates that can help us, create our own test reporting, like designing how, how can we get templates that we can, get ideas from to formulate our own based on our what's it called organization. Please, can you share it?
Akimbola, can you hear?
Thank you.
Yes, I can. Okay, thank you very much, Binga, for that question. I believe every organization has what's it called, the way they report their metrics or their tests, after everything. So if you're looking for another, maybe to blend with maybe best practices and whatever, I think you might need to Google and get some that may fit into what you're looking for, right? So, but if you still want me to maybe to share the ones that I've worked on over time, right? Because I think I worked with two or three, four more organizations, right? And I think at some point they're having different way of reporting. By the end of the day, it's still almost the same thing, right? So that's just it. If your organization doesn't have one and you are planning to maybe to start one with them, that's a very good way to start. You can actually go online, Google and check, right? And but if you still want maybe the ones that I've worked with in the past, I think I can share with the SQA Masha to share with you. That's not a problem.
Mr. Oluwagbemiga, are we good? All right, so because of our time before the call logs us out, if we do have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Ross, and we will forward your answers to you. We need to come to a close now. So thank you so much, Mr. Akimbola. I must say that was truly a very insightful one. As we wrap up, we would like to say very thank you to Mr. Akimbola Odetoyinbo for sharing his valuable knowledge. To everyone who have joined us today, we say thank you for showing up and staying engaged. Here at SQA Marshall, we believe in learning, we believe in collaboration, and we believe in growing Nigeria's QA ecosystem together. You will receive the replay and feedback of this link shortly. Until next time, keep testing, keep learning, and keep raising the quality bar. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Thank you very much. Thank you.